Hey, how are we? How we doing? Big Red here. This is Big Red RIPS, I guess. I'm sorry. Well, actually, you know what? I do actually have an actual pack. Shout out to Pack. Shout out to the number one Deucer himself. But yeah, there's a different take on Big Red RIPS. I haven't done one in a minute. I apologize on that. I've been trying to figure out different ways to ebb and flow with this because I got to be honest, it's not. I hate to cry about money every fucking episode. This is not for that. You know what I mean? I'm the one who chose fake jobs, but same with the fucking influencing and shit like that. It's not the it's not the cheapest thing to. It's not the cheapest thing to make cards and rip packs every week, but with getting the episode I was talking about the Attack on Titans book and seeing that there's like still some people who want to watch me talk about this kind of stuff. I think there can be some ebb and flow with what's going on with this. So in this one, this one's kind of funny because I originally, there we go. I won already. I think I'm gonna move my head up here so you can see more of my play on the bottom. But no, I originally did. So this is the funny part. I was gonna do one of these. I was playing the game for like an hour earlier today. And then I recorded it, and I was like, let me try this out. I recorded it, and then I was gonna talk over top of it. And then I was like, I'm going to like record my... Oh, did the game fucking shut down? Okay, well, let's get back into it. So yeah, I was going to like record... I was just going to like casually play it, and then I was going to record myself talking over top of it. And then I was setting up stuff to go talk over top of it. And I was like, this is stupid. But this is why you try things. That's why it's important to try things. Because if you don't try it... you don't realize if it's a fucking stupid idea or not. And I like to check things off my list. I like to make a big list. I like to avoid doing that list for a really long time. And then eventually I like to check things off that list. And that's kind of what I did. I was like, let me see. Because I have this idea I want to do. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I have this idea I want to do with Arc Raiders. I've been contemplating doing something with Arc Raiders. And that would involve voiceover stuff. But the thing is with that, it makes much more sense than just me playing a fucking game and then casually talking to guys and gals and girls and people like that. Makes more sense than that. This is just like, well, why don't I just play the fucking game? You know what it is? I need a little time to my fucking self every day. I'm a special little boy. I think once I get my shit moving and shit cooking, I can do a lot of lovely, lovely things, but dude, your boy needs to like segue into the day, cause I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's fucking overwhelming dread or what. Actually, maybe if I move my head over here, cause I forgot the cards are gonna get shown in the corner. It's a process, boys and girls. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the fucking overwhelming dread or what the fuck, but sometimes it just takes me a fucking minute to get the day going. That's actually kind of what happened today. I was happy to not have to like podcast or nothing today, because I was like, I don't got nothing going on up here. I woke up and I have been working better on, because dude, this shit happened recently. I do a lot of writing, and sometimes the writing gets a little fucking, if you approach it with the wrong context, like my wife did the other day, you could approach it with the wrong context and maybe get sort of the wrong idea of maybe my perspective on things. But, and I think that's, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because when this guy gets his cards out here, I think over here might be the fucking move, now that I think about it. I might have to make my head a little bit smaller. But over here might be the actual fucking move for myself. But no, I was it was funny. I was doing some fucking writing. And then my wife was cleaning up and stuff like that, and she saw, dude, I really like this deck. Something with like the saddle. Not all of these with the saddle option are good, because it says whenever this creature attacks while saddled,
While saddled, creatures you control gain trample until end of turn, which I guess that's not too bad. You can get a bunch of these like guys. That's probably when you're deeper into the game, and you have. It's probably when you're deeper into the game, and you have. What am I trying to say? Like a lot more cards out on the play field. You have like a shitload more cards out on the play field. So it's like I don't need this little fucker to do nothing. I don't need this fucker to do nothing. I just need to use him to saddle this bitch up. But yeah, I've been playing with this deck a bunch. I forget what this. I think this deck's literally called Saddle Up because it's very saddle based. I found out while playing this deck what saddle means. And it's nice because I've been noticing a lot of the decks with like oh no. What did you do? You stole my fucking guy? Son of a bitch. Do I have enough to put this guy out yet? Nuh-uh. No, it's the plot. What's plot? You may pay and exile this card, cast it as a sorcery on a latter turn without playing its mana cost. Plot only as a sorcery. Yeah, I don't know what the fucking... I haven't fully figured out what the plot stuff is, too. Oh, another reason, too... I'm going to probably be doing a lot more of playing MTG Arena on here is I'm learning that you just have to, like, get good at the game. You know, because I do want to, at some point, build up my... I do, at some point, want to, like, build up my collection. Or not even collection, just almost, like, supply. Because it's not going to turn into... like a collection, because I don't have a lot of time or resources to like play in person at the moment. So a lot of my, there's not like a huge outside of like my own personal want. There's going to be like there's a need to, or there's like a want to collect, but it's really going to be more focusing on. I think I would really like to get into like the reselling thing. Because I think there's a lot of good in there for me. I was talking to my wife about this with, like, how I am. Oh, yeah. This, by the way, is my favorite fucking guy. Ornery Tumblewag. He's my fucking dude. He's my fucking dude. Because his saddle shit's fucking sick. Because basically every turn, at the beginning of combat of your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, double the number of +1/+1 counters on target creature. So, like, this dude, it takes him a little bit. It takes him a little bit. Like, in the future, I may want to consider holding this dude in the pocket for a little bit longer because it takes him a little bit to get there. But, yo, when you get him fucking going, you can get hit, yeah. And then they're just doing all this shit. I don't know if this deck has cards that'll, like, undo enchantments like that. I forget, is this saddle any good? This, by the way, I need to get better at waiting. Because I shouldn't have played this guy yet. But honestly, they probably would have put this dude in the fucking Stannis snare. That's the thing. I've been learning the more I play to not like think like that. It's just more kind of like what's the best. From what I'm gathering, like some of the best strategies is like obviously... it's depending on the game. You don't always have like the ability. You don't always have the luxury to think long term on stuff. You don't always have the ability to go, well, down the line. It's like there might not be down the line because like with this guy, if I saddle that motherfucker up the right way, I can get like I was playing a game like 2 or 3 turns. I got this dude up to 12-12. I got bro up to 12-12, and it became a situation where it's like it helped me win the game quick. I don't think I won that round. I think dude had a come from behind situation that really fucked me over with all that coming in my behind. But either way, what am I trying to say? Yeah, it's like. I don't know, man. You don't always have the luxury. I'm learning that you don't always have the luxury to like predict what's coming up down the line or to just like, let me just hold on to this. Cause it's like, you know, I see it the most with a lot of these white and green decks. It's like the more guys you get out, like I think is this one as long as you control a creature with power of 4 or greater. Now there's there's certain dudes that if you have them out in the right way. You see it a lot with the white decks, and you see it with certain green decks. You have these dudes out in a certain type of way. You throw a fucking card down, boom, this guy could go up to 10-10 without you even fucking noticing. So, like, it's not always a situation of, you know, like, I'm learning more, like, what the best dudes just, like, kind of just let go are, but, like, I'm learning more. Hell yeah. I'm going to throw that on here. He'll get indestructible. Like, again, part of me goes, that destroy target with power 4 is nice, but also here, I could win. Like, I'm also probably going to win this turn. Yeah. You know, or no, I mean, this dude could block that dude. What was that? Until end of turn, target creature gains, creature dies, return to. Did he discard or play it on that guy? What does defender mean? A creature with defender can't attack. So I have trample. I think I'm going to win this. Oh, I thought they had trample. No, it has indestructible. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. I've also learned too. I can't remember what it was. I was playing one of these games where, God, I was down bad. Well, I've had two versions of this. Dude was like beating me. I think he got like a fuck ton of. He like built his life points up really high, and I was like about to die, and then I pulled something out of my ass because there's a lot up there, boys. Heyo. I pulled something out of my ass, and I managed to. I pulled something. What is this? Wait, whenever this creature attacks while saddled creature. Oh, wait. This is what. Whenever another creature you control enters, X counters on it when X is the power. Nice. So. Can I kill this guy? You have hexproof. What's hexproof? A player permanent with hexproof can't be the target of spells, abilities, or opponent's control. Your opponent. So I'm going to attack with this guy. Hopefully killing this dude. Because either I win or that dude blocks. He might have a card in his hand. I don't know. I learn a lot more the more reckless I play. Fuck. Well, that's gonna kill both of us still. I try to when I'm sort of figuring out how to play this deck. I'm sort of figuring out how to play this deck. I like it a lot, but also I'm still a lot to learn. So I'm kind of like leaning into playing more reckless because of stuff like that. Because it's like the more reckless you play, the more silly bullshit you die from. And then the more you can sort of sit back and look at that and go like, what the fuck did I do? Because if it's a more ridiculous thing to die from, it's like more obvious and in your face what the fuck happened. Oh, but a few things I brought up earlier that I got distracted by when playing the game. I was thinking about how my brain works and how I am creatively and how I just like a big part of I realized of I just like need shit to do during the day, like constantly. You know, it's kind of like ironic. It's kind of ironic like learning this about myself because back in the day, oh, this is my fucking guy. Giant Beaver's also my fucking guy. Yeah, I like Giant Beaver. No. Wait. No, I don't need the saddle. I'm going to attack, and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, no, it's kind of fun. Funny. I was like doing a lot more. You know me. I like to think. I like to be deep. I like to, or not be deep. I'm being funny. I like to, I like to be conscious and think and go over things, and I like to be a more as evolved of a person as I can. As much of an uphill battle as that may be for me sometimes. I like to, and I'm always trying to be introspective, I've been learning to not be so, because it's like being introspective is very good. But if you're being introspective every second of the fucking day, that's not good business. That's going to make you a fucking spaz. And you're going to like not be a human being. And you're going to realize like you're not doing anything with your day ever. You're just thinking about shit. You know what I mean? Just all day. All you're doing is thinking about shit, dude. Can I? There we go. Yeah. I think bro knew he had it coming. Because I don't think he had any cards in his hand. Yeah, I don't think he had any cards. Because what I was going to do is I was going to beef this beaver up. That was going to be something. I was going to attack with both of these guys. He was going to block one of them, and the one he wasn't going to block was just going to kill him. So that was a smart move. Yeah, I'm getting to a point where I'm pretty... I don't know if the game lets you know your win percentage. I know if I go... What did I get? Who's that motherfucker? Pompous Gadabout. Dude, I love this shit. During your turn, this creature has hexproof. What's hexproof again? A player or permanent with hexproof can't be the target of spells or abilities. Oh, okay. Nice. Hexproof is sick. This creature can't be blocked by creatures that don't have a name. Interesting. That's really gonna... Oh, my God. That's got me thinking about my friends when we play card games, and they're annoying cunts. Pardon my phrasing. But... yeah, they are. God damn. They would argue that. They're like, well, it's on the card. Like, you can't. They would argue the fucking wordage on that. There needs to be like a big rule. Yeah, what am I in ranked? What's this? What does that mean? Why is there a. Wait, why is there a fucking thing over top that? I think my ranked is like bronze 4. Best of 3. I kind of want to play a little bit of best of 3 actually. Let's go to... No, I don't want to do... I want to do standard play. But I want to do best of 3. Let's do a standard play best of 3. Because I think I kind of want to do that from now... Not from now on. I'm the last person who needs to make declarative statements. Oh, but choose if you want to draw first or play first. The player who plays first will skip their first draw. It's usually best to play first, but some strategies prefer... Yeah, I want to play first. Yeah, I already got fucking cards. Oh, I was talking about the no, I was talking about possibly getting into like reselling cards. Cause no, oh yeah, this was the whole thing I was gonna get at earlier, where it's like this whole hilarious thing I'm realizing about myself is like one of the big, obviously, you know, I have a big love for just comedy in general, like podcasting and, you know, performing and stand-up comedy and things like that. I have a big love for all those things. But there is a thing about the way that my brain works. And I get really hard on myself about this kind of stuff, but then I go like, yeah, you don't know what you don't know till you know it. So like I didn't know about a lot of shit. I didn't sort of like, it's not even about this creature attacks. I'm gonna throw this dude in the mix. It's not even about not knowing it. It's about not sort of like getting appreciation for who you are and how you fucking go about things. And like, love doing comedy, love performing,
Love making people laugh. Get incredibly bored when doing a lot of like activities that get you to the stand-up. What is this? Target you can control explores activate only as so. What does explore mean? Reveal the top card of your library. Put that card into your hand if it's a land. Otherwise, put a +2/2 counter on this creature. Huh. Let me try that. Hell yeah. Oh, but just long story short, just like I'm starting to realize like my brain needs it's why wait, so what's going on over here? Is this a double card? Whenever one or more non-toy creatures you control attack a player, create a 1/1 white toy artifact creature token. Creatures you control have base. How do you steal that then? Anyway. No, I the more I've sort of just been like learning about myself and understanding myself and like the way I'm a new, because I like spent a lot of time like living my life. I've talked about this a bunch before, so I won't sort of like bore you guys with the details and stuff. But it's like, you live your life a lot of times, going. I was a big this is damn. This dude's not gonna let me. Damn, and that's cheap. Fucking 4 mana to destroy all my creatures. That's fucking cheap. Whenever one or more other creatures you control die, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Hell yeah. That's for creatures. Enchant creature. Okay. Oh, but basically, when you spend less time figuring out who you should be and just accepting yourself, when it's the Andy Malafrina version of it, you start realizing that, one of the big reasons you constantly get obsessive over things and turn the things you like into content and stuff like that, it's not because you constantly crave attention, even though, search your library for a basic land card. I would love to do that. Not that I don't. I'd be a liar if I said I didn't like attention. Versions of it are odd, but no, it's like realizing like, oh, you're a guy that like needs, like I don't know what the exact term would be. Like, I don't know if it's like constant stimulation or whatever the fuck, but it's like okay, perfect way to put it. Like when I shouldn't have done that. I should have saved that, because, like, I'm not, like, about to beat him. So, yeah, I should have saved that. Why did I do that? Oh, but, yeah, I don't know. It's like the way my brain works is, like, I love doing the comedy stuff. It's all the, like, in-between sitting around. Like, it's why I'm always, like, very bad at, like, networking, quote-unquote networking and shit, because it's like, I'll go up on stage, do the show, and then I sit there, and I just like, is this what we're doing? It's why when we go to the Creek on fucking Mondays, I love to do Munchkin Mondays so fucking much, because it's like, yeah, we hang out and talk, but we, like, have a thing to do. And then it's like, it's why I've been embracing my love of Magic the Gathering way more, because it's like, I'm always like, man, why can't I... As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may collect evidence. 6. Destroy all creatures. If evidence was collected, exile a card from an opponent. Okay, whatever. Okay, you did it. Can you fuck off? Go away. Fuck off. But yeah, no, it's why I've been embracing like the Magic the Gathering stuff. I'm so like... I've been trying to... I've been joking about it, but it's like I'm trying to, like, get into reading, and I'm starting to realize, like, I like reading the things I like, but I'm starting to realize it's like, dude, just however the way your brain's made up, you're not, like, a reader. Which is tough for me, because I am a guy who, like... This is going to sound corny as fuck. I am a guy who, like, craves knowledge. I just, like... I don't, like... And I mean that, like, I'll put it in a way where it's like if I'm a fan of, if I'm a fan of something, like if I'm talking to someone about music, I don't like when people come up to me and go, They'll be like, oh, this band, blah, blah, blah. And they seem like it's like relevant. Discarding on. They seem like a relevant band or whatever. And it's like, if I don't know about them, it bothers me. But the actual process of learning about certain shit, you know, if it's like that's why I'm like a huge fan of music. Is like, I feel like I can learn about music in an involved way. And that's what made me realize, I'm like, oh, that's why I learn way better. That's why I was like such a fan of podcasting. I learn way better. I learn mo better. I learn way better by like doing something in an involved manner. And like podcasting, because you feel like a fly on a wall of a bigger conversation, you feel like involved, you know, when you're just sitting there listening to a book, like when you're reading a book or you're listening to an audio book. For me, if it wasn't like something I was super aggressively into, let me kill that guy. Off. I forgot I had that card. I forgot that card did that. Because I was focusing on Cooped Up about exiling it, and I'm like, oh, I can destroy that, though. I should have destroyed it earlier so they didn't get... Wait. I had to sacrifice things? That sucks. Oh, yeah. Whenever Wily Duke becomes tapped, you gain 1 life and draw a card. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's like because if I think about all the stuff I'm good at, like I'm really good at comedy, and the way I learned how to do comedy was by like doing it. I'm really good at playing the drums, and I learned how to get good at the drum.
Evil falls to its death.
Bro. Okay, man. If we don't have any fucking cards, no one can fucking fight each other, man. This is a very annoying deck to play. Damn, and I did best of 3. Fuck. I do not want to do best of 3 anymore. What do we got here? When this creature attacks. Oh, but yeah, so it's like, that's why when it like, Cause you know what always kept me going? I was like, I know I'm not like a fucking genius. I know I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm not a fucking dummy. It's just like I think life just gave me, you know, I think Jesus fucking Christ, dude. This shit's driving me crazy. I'm not gonna play 2 more games with this guy. I'll concede. I want to beat him now, but this deck is annoying. Because like it destroys all of my shit, but you don't have...
Join the fight!
You don't have any fucking cards to come back at me with, you fucking bitch. Enter, choose a creature type. Creatures you control. Cool. Holy shit. What is this? Enchanted creature, Okay. Yeah, this deck's very annoying. But yeah, it's why, because I knew for the longest time, I was like, I'm not dumb, but I do feel like I was given like a jalopy or something. I don't know. I don't know what the proper analogy is. But I was like, I feel like I was given a cool car with a weird engine. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's not, does that sound pretentious? Oh, you little bitch. Okay, now I want to play him again. That makes me want to play him again now. That pissed me off. That pissed me the fuck off. Now I definitely want to play him again. Because I was very, very, very convinced I was about to beat them. And that's not what happened. Yeah. But yeah, it's why, no, funny enough, like, I never made a living off the comedy shit, but I got myself to the day-to-day activities of a professional comedian. Like, I had a bunch of savings. That's why I was, like, able to do that. But I got myself to the day-to-day activities of a because that's the thing. I had to do it to find out I didn't like it. Not that I don't like stand-up comedy. I don't actually like the day-to-day life of the comedian where it's just like, oh, I have my days open and I just kind of like fucking hang out and shit, bruh. And things like that. And I was like, oh no, that actually like fucking sucks. Like that's ungodfully boring to me. That's why I like making the content. You know what I mean? I was like, I like making the content, but and then that was the other thing about the content. I was like, the content's hard to do. You can't do the content constantly. You can't constantly do content. Just Jerry Seinfeld on you hoes. You can't constantly content, boys. But for real though, and I was also realizing too, like one of the biggest problems too with comedians is they get famous, they get famous, they don't have a traditional job anymore, so it makes them just, and I'm happy for them with their success and stuff, but from an artistic standpoint, it makes it way harder for people to relate to the common man. You know what I mean? That's why and I don't say this with any shade, but that's why like Tom Segura was getting a lot of shit because, and I say this as a guy who's a big fan of Tom Segura. I think he should embrace being a fucking cool rich guy and just like let the fucking haters online cry. You know what I mean? Like I find that interesting. Like you're a cool rich guy now. Like be a cool rich guy. But I don't know. I also think at the same time, though, if you kind of like, well, it all depends on like what kind of comedy you want to do. Because I think for someone like Nick Mullen seems like a guy who just kind of has this weird life where he like floats through it, but he approaches all the comedy and he's never going like I know the answers to everything. He's just going, this is my perspective. So when you're doing like this is my perspective and you're doing it in a more I think this dude's not ready to hit a fucking second lick. But when you're is he gonna just be fucking sitting there? Is he going to take a fucking shit or something? Because this happened to me one time. I was like waiting around on a guy. You know, I'm thinking about it now. Yeah, I'm just going to let this dude win. I'm thinking about it now. I don't want to like, I don't know if I want to do best of 3 constantly with people, but it would be great if this game provided a run it back button. If there was a button that you could hit, and if you like, because I have done matches where I'll be like, oh, I don't want to go fucking fight them ever again. But then I'll do some matches where I'll just be like, dude, I really want to run it back. So if anyone, wait, what are we playing? Traditional standard. Oh, is that like some old school cards now? Did I click on that accidentally? Play. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is what I was doing wrong. I like this. Anyway, I got a little sidetracked. I was talking about Nick Mullen. He does more abstract shit, so he can kind of do whatever he wants, and people are still going to be interested in like what he has to say and like why he's saying it and stuff. I think sometimes it's more the thing I was saying about Tom Segura. I think sometimes people get famous and they try to still be the everyman, and it's like you're not the everyman, and that's fine. It's kind of like be you. But also, too, comedy fans are fucking haters. They do it to Tom and Bert the most. They like, because I don't take any of their, like, feel however you want to feel about them, but like if you switch up the second they got famous, you know what I mean? Because it's like the second they got famous, I saw people bitching about them. I go, they were doing that the whole time. I've talked about this 1,000 times. Oh, I guess what I was doing. Oh, that was the thing I was saying where it was like, for me personally, the way I am, I think where a lot of good comes from me creatively is like I need shit to do. Like my comedy comes from personal experience. My comedy doesn't come from like abstract shit. Like I think comedically I'm from a place of like I'm the funny guy at work. Like I have that energy. You know, like what if the funny guy at work could actually go do stand up? I feel like I have a lot of that energy. And I go like for a guy like that, you almost like need to keep yourself as the everyman. And then mixed with that, I have this like crazy ADD brain, and I go like, bro, I should just fucking give myself a fucking job.
like that was like the ultimate roundabout irony, especially too, like getting deep into comedy, move out here. I get deep into comedy. I move out here. I have a bunch of money in savings, so I'm able to, like, again, not make a living off comedy, but have the day-to-day life of a professional comedian. Realize, and then start to run out of money. Start to go like, okay, I should probably go like DoorDash or some shit. Started to do DoorDash. Actually end up fucking liking it. And I was like, and then being like, what's that about? Do I need to quit comedy and just be a delivery driver? And it's like, well, and that was like, because I was just dealing with being kind of, not to be over dramatic, but I was like dealing with lurking, like miserable feelings my whole life, just trying to be like, well, if I could just fucking have, tapping on creatures called the power. Oh, that's okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna beef up that beaver. Is that you're gonna beef up my beaver, right? And then the beaver has to attack to get that bonus? Is that what's going on? That's right. I have to attack to get the beaver bonus. Oh no, that guy gets the bonus. Okay. So the dude I like gets beefed up hardcore, and then the beaver beefs up other people. Oh, so if I get that fucking dude and the beaver out at the same time, I can make that dude strong as shit. Oh yeah, so who's texting me? Oh yeah. My stupid fucking credit cards want me to pay my bills. God damn it. We live in a society of dorks, guys. I hope you know that. What? I hope you know everyone's a fucking dork. Oh, but but that's what I was like, sort of, because I'm locked into how I'm supposed to be, and then I have these feelings, and I go, what's going on? And I was like, why am I actually having fun door dashing? And it's like, oh, you need this, because that's the thing. Like, I have these moments where it's like, because it's like, if I'm not getting my proper, if I'm not scratching the proper itches, it's like the other shit isn't as enjoyable to do. Because so that's the thing. It's like, I love being creative, and I love podcasting, and I love doing comedy. But if I'm not doing the shit if I'm not living my life being a normal person, and then like getting things to talk about to do comedy, your spell will be countered unless you pay the ward cost. Can I pay the ward cost? What's the ward cost? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll pay it. Suck my fucking dick. You're getting warded, bitch. Bye, bitch. Yeah, this deck's doing good. Oh wait, no. Aw, I wanted my beaver to. Well, he wouldn't have been able to attack. I wanted my beaver to help the other guy out. But yeah, there's like a thing for me where it's like, oh wait, can I ward? No, that's the saddle shit, not ward. But yeah, there's like this thing for me where it's like, I don't know. I'm still like figuring it out a little bit, because it's like I just want to. I'm sick and tired of being like, this is what I should be. Let me achieve this, and blah, blah. It's like, nah, dude. I just want to figure out the daily process that makes me a happy fucking beaver. I want to figure out what makes me a happy giant beaver, and there's this thing that gets satisfied when I like complete tasks. So that's why playing Magic the Gathering is so fun. Outside of the fucking sick art and dudes like this, Wait, what happened to my beaver? Bro. Yeah, this dude's getting out here. Good game, thank you.
Hell yeah. I did have a lot of fun on that match. That was a fucking good one. All right. I need a cup of tea because I'm coughing a bunch, but I will end on this. Let's see if I get to rip a pack. Did I win stuff? I don't think I have enough to actually rip a pack yet. No, I'm not. So we'll rip a pack in real life. We got the webcam up here. Hello. Check. We got the webcam up here. This is actually a pack donated by Pat Dusa himself. He brought Magic cards. When we went to Houston a couple weeks ago, we brought Magic cards with us. And or Pat just did. And then he let me keep this one. So this is a Pat Dusa donated pack. I apologize, guys. I've been fighting off like a cold for like the past week. And you know me. I've definitely been only doing shit to help it. But no, the final thought I was going to make is it's like I just have to like I can't approach this like comedy creative shit in like traditional way. That's why I like doing stuff like this. Like I like doing the shit on my phone. I like doing the influencer shit, for lack of a better fucking term for all that stuff. But yeah, because it's like I don't know, man. Like comedy's fucking awesome. I don't want to get fucked up. I love stand-up comedy. I think the art form is fucking sick. But the actual like process of comedy, of just like I go to this club, I sit down, and then, you know, I got whatever it might be, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and I just do this shit. And it's like, I guess for me it was like, okay, so I'm gonna make the majority of my day terrible so I can have a really cool 15 minutes. You know what I mean? And it's like, I gotta be, and I'm not here to say yay or nay, because like I to this day still don't know what's like yay or nay in my head on a lot of stuff. So it's not a thing of like yay or nay. I just think for me sometimes I go like, you know, there you get deep into the and I see it a lot with some of my more famous friends, and you start to realize like the deeper you get into the performing shit a certain type of way, a lot of it becomes, you know, servicing other people. Pause. A lot of it becomes servicing other people, and I go like, wait, so I worked this hard on all this stuff, and then, you know, I don't get to have the majority of my day doesn't get to be fun. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's not the right way to put it, because I guess the people watching you, it's like the majority of their day is also not fun. So I guess there's that, and then it becomes, but you know, there's different ways to go about it. Also, if I had more money, I would be less nuanced about this. You know what I mean? It's like my preference always leans into what I can afford. If that's, you know, coincidence, I don't know. But no, I don't know. I do think, again, like going back to the thing of like, oh, I actually did DoorDash and I like to do it. I go, that's not an insignificant fucking data point. It's an interesting thing. Who the fuck does DoorDash and goes, I actually kind of fucking like that. That was actually a really good fucking time. Like, not for nothing. Like, if DoorDash made, I probably wouldn't do DoorDash even if I made a shitload of money. I probably wouldn't do. Well, I don't know. If I made a shitload of money doing it, you know, then the putting the miles on a car would be whatever. But no, like doing the delivery shit, realizing I actually genuinely enjoyed that. I go, that's an interesting data point. And then it's like, well, how can we? But then it's like the performing thing and the things I like and dislike about that. That's also an interesting data point. And I was like, is there a way to sort of take? Because it's like I'm done trying to fit myself into like traditional molds that I just don't fit into. Again, not saying like not throwing a good or bad on it, because I am genuinely not trying to be pompous enough to be like, what I do is the perfect. I'm not concerned with what, because that's what tripped me up for the longest time, is being overly concerned with what the perfect way to do something is. I'm not concerned with what the perfect way to do something is. I'm concerned with the perfect way for me. And I think there's a healthy middle ground between both. And I think I can find it, and I think I'm doing steps to find that. And I think ripping packs is one of the ways. Oh, but all that being said is why you know, and I will set some shit up. It's why I would like to implore people to, like, I would really, really enjoy, I really want to get into the card reselling. I just don't really have the, like, supply or infrastructure. And I'm not trying to be on here begging for money and shit like that. So if I could encourage you, I mean, I might set up a Patreon or something if this gets bigger or whatever. And I also feel awkward just being like, here's my Venmo, send me money. But what you can do is watch this shit, hit the thumbs up, and, you know, just like, if you don't want to sit through the whole video, let the shit play because of algorithm things and yada, yada, yada. And, yeah. And I think, you know, doing a lot of the reselling stuff, getting into that, it would give me things to occupy my time, help me. It would actually help me become more of a creative thinker because I have these repetitive, simple tasks to, like, occupy my time, and it would actually make me a 10 times better comic. And it would also give me, more freedom to pursue more comedy shit. But anyway, that's why I am very strongly embracing this stuff. But we got a pack from last set, or 2 sets ago, Lorwyn Eclipsed. I forget what the one's called now, something Strickhaven or whatever. I was ripping a few packs on the game from that. That one seems cool. That one seems interesting. But let's open this and see what we get. Oh, also, I was thinking I'm gonna, nice. Ooh. Got a hot elf token. And then that was flipped over there. Let's see if we let's just go through real quick, see if we got any heat. Got a couple. Okay, we got a gold. Okay. So I'm guessing this shit's not gonna, we got Gloom Ripper, which I got to be honest, that would be a good band name. When this creature enters, target creature you control gets +X/+0 until end of turn, and up to one target creature an opponent controls gets -0/-X until end of turn. When X is the number of elves you control plus the number. Oh, that's actually a really good fucking card. And then we have a shiny Bone Club Berserker. Again, another great band or song name. Creature Goblin Berserker. This creature gets +2/+0 for each other goblin you control. That's a really good card. Ooh! And a foil island. I actually kind of fuck with that shit. I fuck with a foil island. What are these other guys? Reluctant Down Dungord. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control enters while this creature has a -1/-1 counter on it, remove a -1. Okay. That's an annoying card. I don't know what the overall benefit to that is. Sorcery, Tend the Sprigs. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Then if you control 7 or more lands and or tree folk creature, create a 3/4 green creature tokens with reach. That's fun. All right. And we got a bunch of other ones. This one, Gristle Glutton. That one looks pretty sick. Bogart Prankster. Jesus Christ. I don't know if you could really see that well. These cards are sick looking. Summit Sentinel. God damn, that looks like the Ice King or whatever he's called from Game of Thrones. Mist Meadow Council. Nice. Marrow Skywimmer. Jesus. The art on this is kind of like epic. Bogart Mischief. That's fun. I added a T on that word for some reason. Moonlight Lamenter. Moonlit Lamenter. Soulbright Seeker. Damn, these cards go kind of nuts. Pitiless Fists. Like it. I like it. And then back to Gloom Ripper. All right, there we go. Got a couple cards. I didn't read all of them because I want to wrap this up. Some of those are fucking sick. All right, man. I'm going to try to be better about these. Definitely do some more Magic. I might get into some other games as well because I was looking at my Steam and I forgot I had like Civilization and XCOM on here.
I like those games a lot. I played XCOM 2 a bunch before, but I want to check out Civilization. Lemaire was telling me I'd really like Civilization. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Be about it. Peace.